Hello YouTube, it is I, the Amazing Character. So this with another video, and today and yesterday I rewatched a classic banger of the UXW build video on old laptops, and you had this Toshiba laptop and this Dell Inspiron laptop, and in this video he was talking about. He mentions he talks about about network adapters that either used dongles or even X-Jack adapters. And I thought I would talk about that. Talk a little bit more about that. And so what we have here are these this is an X-Jack network adapter, and what you do is you connect the network cable. You connect the network cable top down, and there's a little thing there, and it basically catches it, and there are the pins. But this is a really good network card, by the way. But one that UXW Bill failed to talk about was this. And you can see the differences between the connectors. This, I believe, is PCMCIA, even though it says PC card. This one's a 10100 Ethernet plus modem combination card, and you can see the connectors information and some. See, you got your modem connections. I don't know what that thing is. Sure, you can make that out. But this is your Ethernet, and of course, if you want to see where it connects into, that little slot is what is called a PC card slot, and differences between the two is this is single height, whereas this one is full height. And this is actually kind of a nice card to have, although I would probably prefer something like this, such as this over the Zircon. There we go, we got, and Of course, you can plug it in. Yeah, I just found a different. I actually, oddly enough, had this Toshiba adapter in a box, and I mean, I was always kind of concerned about testing it and using it anyway because it just doesn't seem like a very wise thing. Oh, totally not a botch repair. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna go to Windows 7. I would just boot her up in I would just restart her into a different operating system, because I'm going to talk a little bit about some certain things in this and kind of show you some things you can do with a computer like this. I don't know what that, I gotta find out what that went to. American Megatrend. Yeah, I was actually going to be playing some I forget what that screen was, but I always thought that was kind of a cool screen. Windows XP. Go figure you can boot into Windows XP. Where's my network adapter? Where is my network adapter? Cable. Network. So you just plugs right in to plugs right into that. See? Like that. And the reason why I booted up the computer, the other computer in the Windows XP, is because this is my file server. This is my file server for legacy computers. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into what is it? What is it? Yeah, I can play games on this thing if I wanted to. That'll be kind of interesting. One difference between Windows XP and Windows 98. Which I am running Windows 98 on this thing, by the way. Fully up to date. With all latest updates that Microsoft had released. So here we go. This has 14 megabytes of RAM on it. No, not 14 megabytes of RAM. This has 144 megabytes, I believe. That is a lot of RAM for a laptop. For like a Pentium 1 laptop. Like, I wonder if someone used this for like gaming and whatnot. Use this for gaming or something. Of course, you can see that I'm running a virus scanner of some kind. Which is probably making it run a little bit slower than usual. I have to look up 1.4.1 JavaScript. I need to download a version of Java that is that. So it'll take a while to boot. And then it'll take a while for the networking to initialize. Wait for it to boot a little bit. Virus scan, McAfee. I mean, I just had that lying around, so I thought, why not throw McAfee on here? It certainly would have been something that someone might have had on something like this, especially in a business environment. Because it's like, why would you not have that? Why would you not have something like that back in the day? So let's so this is kind of interesting to talk about networking on. If anything, this probably would have been a nice music player back in the early 2000s or something. The time and date aren't correct either. Office 97. And you can see that networking is working. And you can switch between network adapters, like the Zocom and the 3Com, if you ever needed to. That was the beautiful thing about Windows 98, as opposed to that was the beautiful thing about Windows, is that you could switch between different standards, and you can see. Like, this camera is great enough that you can see a lot more detail in the screen. So let's kind of show off. Let's try and go on to the network. And so why I have my XP computer running right now is this computer is running, so I can do this. And then the Toshiba is on the network. See, if I ever needed drivers, go here. And I have actual access to my drivers. But I can also copy my drivers onto here via CD. And I should create a driver pack for this laptop. A driver CD for this thing. A quick and dirty driver CD for this laptop that contains all the files already on disk, on a disk image. There's a noisy child in the background. So I can go here. And of course, got games. I can copy any games that I want over here. So I've got access to all this stuff random. It's going to take a while to load, especially on this laptop. Because this actually contains the bulk of all my 9X games and XP era games. Actually, it's been a little bit faster than it did on my Pentium 3. But what I really use a network card like this on this laptop is music. So let's go here and we can just think around with yeah, let's play some MIDIs. Talent for Love. Oh yeah. Classic. Stop bugging me. Yeah, before we get copyright claimed, but I doubt I'd probably get copyright claimed with like Tenchi Muyo. Not a fairly popular anime here in the West. So let's see, where would that dream away? Let's see how well it handles it in MP3. Yeah, I have memory thing to mine. This, so you can see that it's running Winamp quite well. I'd be surprised if I get a copyright. So long as it handles Firefox. But this machine's like the glorified MP3 player. And I could totally see someone using a machine like this for an MP3 player. or rather for CDs and stuff, because that would actually be a really good use of a computer in the mid as old as this thing is in the mid 2000s. Like, why would you get rid of this back then? The old school Firefox. Oh, can't access that page. Too old. So let's go to classic. Let's do classicgamingarena.com. See how well this handles. Yes. Do it. Just do it. Greatest motivational speech ever. Now, I can also just go on to the internet. And if I ever needed to download a Classic Gaming Arena, because I didn't have it on here, that's proof of how old this browser is. This version of Firefox predates Discord and PayPal. Well, I actually had PayPal back in the day, but the protocol, but the version of, but you can see that it's not really loading the page well. This is such a torturous thing to do to such an old laptop. Let's put some music on. I'm gonna get into trouble. Turn that down. Turn that down before we get copyright, literal copyright. This is either stupid or wise. I had to put some music on. This is slow. So, if you want to do DOS gaming, you can do. Your Hiroshi. That's about the one you wanted was me. Through those nights we dreamed from around. How I could know you let me down. You had feelings for Hiroshi. No one was a greater fool than me.
Love's a battle I don't wanna fight. I'll be crying far into the night. I'm in despair. What do you care? You never cared at all.
See, his laptop is kind of chugging along. Eggplant. Ha! I didn't know he had a server. The Bratis the second, yes. So bad speakers. Make sure to join the DOS Box Deathmatch Club.
He has an evil heart. Don't you believe the tender words of Hiroshi? Your Hiroshi. Once the one who knew him better was me. As a friend and a confidant, how can he be the one you want? How I hate him, your Hiroshi. So much more than if he were a she. Ride together in your flashy car, drink together in some silly bar. I'm in despair, what do you care? You never cared at all. Baby, I'm blue and it's you I blame. I wanna die when I say his name. Now I know why you turned into a stranger. Should I smile and pretend that it's really fine? Buy you 2 sweaters at Christmas time. Don't make me lie, go to your guy. Younger, stronger friend, no longer this bad boy you adore. Need much more. Leave me forever and run to your Hiroshi.
But that is just cool. That I'd love to get an SD card. I'd love to get an SD card adapter for this laptop and copy a lot of my anime MP3 collection onto it. Mostly just the 90s era stuff, as that fits more with the era that this laptop would have been around. And just put that on here because it'd be pretty sick to use this thing as an MP3 player. Like, bro, you could use your phone as an MP3 player. But what's even better than the phone, but a Pentium 1 laptop? I mean, it can do a lot of that too. Like, this could be my workshop. This could literally be my workshop. And people be like, why do you have an old laptop? Because I play music with it, on it. Really? And on top of that, if I have a network share, I can stream music via some kind of intranet, like I've been doing right now. I also ended up buying a new router. This a TP-Link AC 1750 because I wanted a more secure router. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna fix that when I put the camera down because it's be too dangerous to do that. I have a hard drive, a Western Digital 2 terabyte drive plugged into it. I did the BIOS update on not BIOS firmware update on this when I got it, and I only paid $4 for what can be considered to be what is considered to be a $60 router that works even better for this sort of thing, where I have 2 different machines. I have an XP machine with a file server, and a machine like this. I can hook both of these machines up copy whatever files that I may need onto here from this machine without the hassle of this piece of crap. This thing sucked. This thing always gave me issues with network share under 9x and 2000, and even with like Windows 7 and whatnot. This is just a generally garbage router. Like, this is generally just a garbage router. I'll show you what it is. It's what it is and all the relevant information if you want to read it. I thought about just sending this to a friend of mine, because I thought it'd be a really funny router to send to my friend. And I hope you enjoyed the video, just kind of showing off some of the stuff that UXW Bill didn't really talk about. And also just showing you a little bit of what networking gave you, a little bit of what network adapters such as this gave you back in the 90s. Until next time, peace out, everyone.